Today we are looking at a S210P Daihatsu Hijet to change all of its differentials, transmissions, transfer case, and engine oils. Let's start with the rear differential. As usual, always remove the fill plug first to make sure it can come off, then take the drain plug out. It is a 24mm on the top and the bottom. Taking a quick gander at the fluids in here, you can see the golden sparkles in here, like the forbidden gold glitter. Keep in mind I only have 16,000 kilometers on this, but it is a 1999, so it is 26 years old. Fart and refill the fluids with GL5. I'm using 75 W90 and I'm just squeezing it in here. These bags really make it a lot easier than those hard bottles. I wasn't able to measure because I had some leftover 75/90 before, so I just kind of fill it with the standard method where it starts to overflow, and that's how we know it's full. Tighten the fill plug and the drain plug back down. Look, the new splotch of oil in the old stuff makes it look like Jupiter in here. Coming down on the passenger side here, looking at the engine, you can see the oil filters right there under the exhaust manifold and behind this drive shaft. Coming back to the driver's side, to drain the oil, you need to take this splash shield or something off. There are 3 bolts that kind of get in the way of the drain plug. Let it all drain out. Put the drain bolt back in. Tighten. Access the oil filter and try to twist this off. That might be too tight, so I'm going to use this special tool that I have. It kind of grabs onto the tiny little filter. It grabs it with these steel paws and it kind of just twists it off. Lube up the new O-ring on the new filter. I just used a generic oil filter that fits a Toyota Corolla. It's just a pretty standard oil filter you can get at any auto parts store. Open the passenger seat latch, fold the seat back down with this little tab here. Once you lift the seat up, you need the little strap that's hanging behind the headrest or under the headrest. Put it on the little hook on the little nub here under the seat. That'll hold the seat up. And now you can access everything that you need under here. This is your oil fill cap. The oil capacity for this truck is about 2.9 liters with the filter change. I chose to use a 5W30 oil in this truck. Come back underneath, check for any leaks, make sure everything is tight. After running it and letting it sit, check the engine oil dipstick, make sure you're at the correct fill level. That was correct, so I'm going to put it back. We are all done here. Next step is the front differential. You need to take off the front passenger wheel to access the fill and drain holes. Look at this brake disc. I've never seen a solid disc this thick before. It's like a whole inch, 3/4 inch thick. Anyways, coming in here right in front of this black plastic, you can see that is the fill plug. Very hard to see, especially if it is dirty. It is also a 24mm hex. As you can see, there is a crush washer here and there is no magnet on the fill plug. The drain plug is the same 24mm size. You should be able to access this from the bottom here easily. This is where that bagged gear oil also comes in clutch again. You can easily manipulate this bag to squirt fluid into that hole until it oozes out again. I used a little bit more than 2 liters to do the front and the back. There's still some left in here. Front diff fluid looks a lot better than the back one. You can see my new fluid. There's still some sparkles. I don't know if the camera will focus on this, but it's pretty good. Next part, the tranny and transfer case, they are both the same fluid. This is your drain plug. This is your fill plug. As usual, make sure that your fill plug can come off first. It is a 24mm. The fill plug is open. Should I be concerned that it's hissing? Okay. Now open your drain plug. Careful, your exhaust is hot. I did just touch it and it hurts. Fluid actually looks pretty new in here. That's cool. There's a full magnet on this. You can see that there are some metal shavings and stuff on here. Nothing too bad. This transmission uses gear fluid. Make sure you get the right stuff. I'm going to use 7590. This is also 7590. However, you're going to see this is API GL5. This is a no-no. I got some API GL4 here. I'm trying this new brand of stuff out. I don't know, but I'm just going to try it. You're supposed to use GL4 because GL5 apparently does not play well with yellow metals. The synchros in your tranny are yellow metals, aka brass or whatever, and therefore you need GL4 to not ruin them. I bought this pump and it's supposed to screw into the jug, but as you can see, that's not how that works. This mouth is bigger than it's supposed to. Well, what this was supposed to be for. I should still be able to pump with it though. Tighten the drain plug. I don't have the fluid capacity for this, but it looks like it takes 2 quarts because you can see that the lines on the drain pan here bring me just over the 2-quart mark. A little bit over 2 quarts. I'm going to do the usual thing where I fill it till the fill plug spills out. I spent a long time under here pumping, and it started to concern me that I was going beyond the drained amount and nothing was coming out of the fill amount like I've normally experienced in doing this stuff. What you see dripping there is just occasionally when I move the straw and I spill a little bit. At this point, I filled roughly 3.5 quart into here. Alright, so I was struggling down here and I think I pumped too much into that hole. I'm gonna put that plug back in. I looked it up because that didn't seem right. There's not much information about these 210s, so I think that's a fill hole. I'm gonna open that up and see what happens. Ah! Damn it. Alright, crack that bolt open. It's right here. I'm gonna open it up, see what happens. It's definitely a fill hole. Huh. Nothing's coming out of it. Kind of concerns me. The transfer case and the tranny share the same fluid. Like, it's pass-through. I pumped way more than what I put out. I put like almost 3 quart into this, and there isn't even 3 quart that came out of here. Huh. Well, now what? I ended up giving it a few more pumps in here before closing it up and calling it a day. Later on, I ended up finding a Japanese blog on somebody doing a transfer case and tranny fluid change in Japan. He says the factory was looking for 2.3 liters or something like that, and the guy actually just ended up saying, I put more in there anyways, but he didn't specify how much. This is how you change all of the oils in a Daihatsu Hijet S210P. This is the transmission, the transfer case, the front differential, the rear differential, and the engine oil and filter. This particular truck is a 1999, but the S210P spanned many, many years, so I'm sure it'll apply for other ones. The rear-wheel drive models would probably not have the transfer case and obviously no front differential, so it'll be easier. Subscribe for more like this, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next time.